Hello guys, good morning. Once again, I'm here to tackle all about the physical education in quarter 1, week 6, lesson 3, which is development of strength training. Heart rate. Heart rate is an indicator of the level of participation in physical activity. The intensity of activity is measured by the percentage of maximum heart rate, or max HR, during exercise, which literally means the maximum number of times the heart contracts in 1 minute. An easy formula to determine your maximum heart rate based on your age is called the maximum heart rate, or max HR. Prediction equation. So we have here max HR formula is equal to 220 minus your age. However, this only gives you an estimate, as the maximum heart rate actually varies for different people. The aging factor affects this formula, and max HR decreases as one gets older. A more accurate measure of heart rate is known as the maximal stress test. So what is VO2 or max, the maximal stress test? VO2 max, according to Wikipedia, is the maximum rate of oxygen consumption measured during incremental exercise, that is exercise of increasing intensity. This test makes use of a treadmill or exercise bike. Another accurate way to measure the heart rate is through a heart rate monitor that uses either watch or chest strap attached with a device that measures one's heart rate and calculates its percentage against your maximum heart rate. Rate of perceived exertion, or RPE. So it can measure exercise intensity and can be combined with the prediction equation. A number is assigned to coincide with the subjective feelings of exercise exertion from 1 to 10. Based on the given number, or RPE, there is an assigned ratio scale. The higher the number given by the exercises, the higher the level of exertion is. To use this test, the exerciser is tasked to determine the approximate level of his or her exertion between 1 and 10. The equivalents are as follows. So we have here a table of RPE. So it is a rate into 1 and 10, and appropriate level of exertion. So from number 1, it has 10%, which is no exertion, to 20%, very weak, or very weak. Number 3, 30%, very weak. Number 4, 40%, it is weak. 5, 50%, and it is moderate. Next is number 6, which is 60% and it has somewhat strong. 7, 70% or strong. 8, 80%, which is very strong. Number 9, 90%. And it has very, very strong. And the last one, number 10, which is 100%. And it has maximal exertion. If the student gives a number of 5, for example, it garners an exertion level of 5, which means that he or she would more or less be at his or her 50% personal maximum heart rate. This value can then be compared to the prediction equation, which is based on the student's age. A simple way of determining the maximum heart rate is through this formula. So by the way, what is garners? And according to our dictionary, garner is a gather or collect or something, especially information or approval. Okay, let us continue. This value can then be compared to the prediction of equation, which is based on the student's age. A simple way of determining the maximum heart rate is through this formula. Okay? And 2020 minus age, for example, 20 years old is equal to 200, or maximum heart rate of the student. RPE is 5, exertion is equal to 5, or approximately 50% heart rate. Therefore, at the rate the student is exercising, the heart rate should be 100 BPM or beats per minute. Okay, so 220 minus 20 is equal to 200, and then 200 times 0.50 is 100. So I have here activity 1A. So try this one. Compute for the maximum heart rate of a 24-year-old athlete whose RPE is 8. Write it on Microsoft or Google Docs or document and present your step-by-step computation in our virtual class. I'll give you 7 minutes. And timer starts now. Okay, I think your timer or your time is enough, and then you may present your output. And after that, we may continue our lesson. Okay, so we have here FITT Principle. Exercise is an activity that stimulates the body to adapt and become stronger. The stimulus has to be appropriate to derive good health benefits. If the stimulus is too light, the body will not adapt. And if it is too hard, it may cause some injuries. The exercise program should be designed to fit the current health condition of the individual, and it should be interesting. The FITT Principle is a helpful guide in designing a personalized fitness program. So I'll give you this. If you are not willing to learn, no one can be help you. If you are determined to learn, no one can stop you. So that's all. Thank you for listening. So, once again, I'm your Muppet teacher, Sir Emil M. Haluz.